championship in a row.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
And good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to one of the oldest rivalries that we can go back and talk about. One of the best games, one of the biggest games that we look forward to every year. A game between two teams that just simply do not like each other. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter.
And according to the PA announcer, the 1,733rd time of the meeting.
And that is insane.
It is.
That is absolutely insane. But Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. We are here from the Rockmart High School as the Cedartown Bulldogs 0-6 on the season, look to pick up their first win of the season this afternoon as they take on the 2-3 Rockmart Yellow Jackets. We did have a little bit of a weather delay, but we are getting ready to start here with the introduction of both of the starting lineups. You will hear the Cedartown lineup. We'll go ahead and give that to you as well. Number 13, Tony Ware. He's going to get the start in center today and lead off as usual. Ace Allen will play third base. He'll bat in the number 2 spot. Xavier Holiday will bat number 3. He'll play in the shortstop position. In the cleanup spot, number 8, Cole Dingler, the first baseman. Jay O'Neill will bat in the 5 spot as the designated hitter. Samuel Formby in right field will bat 6th. Batting 7th, Caleb Formby, the second baseman. The backstop, Dakota Matthews will bat in the 8th spot. And Jack Roper out in left field will bat in the 9 hole. So that's your starting lineup for the Dogs. Pitching today for Cedartown will be none other than Cole Cochran. We saw Cole back during the Calhoun contest. We also saw him this past weekend as we were down in Brunswick, Georgia. So Cole looking to pick up a win today for the Dogs and his first win of the season. Coach Kevin Johnson, of course, alongside the rest of his coaching staff, have come out onto the field. And now they're going to go through the starters for the Rockmart Yellow Jackets.
Your designated hitter, number 15.
They're going to have the DH bat in the number 1 spot, number 15, Tucker Woody. Braden Robertson, the starting pitcher, he's going to bat. He's not going to bat, batting second. It'll be the catcher, number 9, Neelan Holtze. Number 7, Hunter Atkins, the first baseman, will bat in the 3rd spot. Batting in the cleanup position will be the center fielder, number 10, Trey Luke. Callion Thompson will bat 5th and play shortstop. Gage Campbell will play third base and bat 6th. Batting 7th, number 4, Nolan Clemens. He's the right fielder today. Getting the start in left field will be Aiden Wright, number 11, batting in the 8th spot. And rounding out the order will be number 13, Kason Zucker, the second baseman. So that is the starting lineup for both the Cedartown and the Rockmart squads. Just a little PSA announcement, folks, if you are listening. If you are driving around town, please avoid the area of West Avenue. There's a major commercial structure fire that both Cedartown Fire, Rockmart Fire, and I believe Polk County Fire are all working. So please avoid the West Avenue area if possible. We will now pause as we listen in for the playing of the national anthem. we're playing the national anthem as we get ready to get started here.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will focus your attention
Cedartown
to the
coming
pitches
into
now,
tonight's
please.
game 0-6.
Today's
Rockmart
game
coming
sponsor
in
is Dave's
2-3.
Pre-Owned
And Andrew, we
Right
thought
across the
this when
street.
we were at the beach, and I think the sentiments ring true today. I think we've got a pretty good chance at picking up a win against this team, just like I thought we had some good chances against both Bremen and Pierce County. However, what prevented the Dogs from really picking up wins in those games, I think, were some small self-inflicted mistakes, and we'll see what the Dogs are able to do today if they're able to play a pretty clean game and get through without many errors.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key to this ball game, Sam. The Cedartown Bulldogs have been they just haven't gotten everything together yet as far as offense goes. We've seen good pitching. We've seen some other good things, but the offense is something we need to see get going for these Bulldogs and see if they can do it today. Rockmart comes into this ball game, Sam. You mentioned with a 2-3 record. They lost their first 3 games of the season, North Paulding, Fort Payne, and Johns Creek. Not by much, kind of similar to Cedartown, but then they got their first win of the season back on February the 22nd, beat our fellow region foe, Sonoraville, 12-2, and then beat Lamar County most recently by a score of 7-3, and that is their 2 wins and their 3 losses. Of course, we all know how Cedartown's gotten here. The 3 games at the beach, of course, that the Bulldogs fell to the Bremen Blue Devils, Benedictine Cadets, and then, of course, Pierce County to wrap up that season, or that series, rather, down at the beach. 3 other games, and we're going to be kind of fighting the raindrops. It's been kind of on and off. We had a little bit of delay. This game was supposed to start at 5:30, but they had to delay it because of some lightning in the area. So we're going to be getting ready to go here for this ball game as the Cedartown Bulldogs will bat first, starting with Tony Ware, Ace Allen, and Xavier Holiday, 1, 2, and 3 in the Bulldog lineup. Dealing with a few technical issues, too, today. Of course, with the rain, we had to set up kind of quickly here, so we do apologize for those watching with a few technical problems with especially our camera behind the plate, but we'll see if we can get that going here.
The center fielder, number 13, Tony
Cedartown
Ware.
wearing their all-black uniforms with red Cedartown script across the front, red numbers trimmed in white. Rockmart, Andrew, with a really clean-looking cream-style uniform with black script, Rockmart black numbers trimmed in black. Very similar to the Cedartown Creams, and we are underway, and Andrew Carter will have the call for you as Tony Ware gets started out with a called strike 1.
Tony Ware takes the called strike. It's 0-1 now to him. Braden Robertson, the starting pitcher for the Jackets, and there's a breaking ball for a called strike 2.
And if that name Robertson is familiar to you Cedartown folks, he is the grandson of Greg and Angie Robertson, playing over here for the Yellow Jackets, and so far looking good ahead in the count, 0-2 on Ware.
The 0-2, a breaking ball down low, 1-2.
Tony had that big game 1 where he would go 3 for 4, would be just short of the cycle, a home run short of the cycle. Since then, he's cooled off a little bit, but he did have a good trip to the beach, I feel like, and was able to get some walks and able to just put the Dogs in some good positions to get on the board, and we'd love to see him start things off getting on base here to be a leadoff runner. But right now, he's behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Robertson comes set. A 1-2 pitch is on the way, and it's a called strike 3, breaking ball. And that is out number 1 as Tony Ware looks at a called strike 3, and that'll bring up Ace Allen.
Now batting the third baseman, 0-0, Ace Allen.
Ace Allen also had a good trip to Brunswick. He had a great game down against the Bremen Blue Devils. I believe he finished that game 3 for 4 with 2 stolen bases. So Ace, another threat. If he could get on base, he can really motor around the base pad.
Pitch from Robertson is a called strike 1. Nothing but strikes so far except for one other pitch. No balls and a strike. You heard one of the Cedartown fans. He's getting the high strike call.
So you got to go get it. I couldn't agree more.
0-1 is high and tight that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Behind the plate is Neelan Halsey. Pretty kind of a lot of new names on this Rockmart team. A lot of familiar ones as well. Same goes for Cedartown. Pitch on the way is a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tay Harris in the house coming in. Came over to the booth to say hey.
Defensively for Rockmart, we said it during their lineup, but we'll give it to you one more time, left to right in the outfield. It's Wright, Luke, and Clemens, and then around the horn from third to first. We'll give it to you after this pitch.
1-2 from Robinson. Upstairs, 2-2.
Campbell is at third, Thompson at short, Zucker at second, and Atkins over at first base for the Rockmart defensive lineup for this afternoon's game between the Dogs. 2 balls, 2 strikes count. Nobody on. 1 out, top of the first inning, still scoreless here at the Rock.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's a foul tip, I think, maybe not. Anyway, it's a strikeout, and 2 are gone on 2 strikeouts.
That's going to bring up X Holiday. X will
Now
come to
batting
the
your
plate
shortstop,
with the bases empty
number
and 2
4,
outs.
X Holiday.
X a little late to join the team. His first game was against Calhoun, I believe. No, it was against
It was at the
Benediction.
beach.
It was at the beach. So this is his 4th game back with the team. Didn't take him long at all as he fouls that one back. It did not take him long at all to get adjusted from basketball court to the baseball diamond, and
Not
we
at
are
all.
happy to see X here. He's behind in the count, though, 0-1 with the bases empty.
No balls, 1 strike to count. Robertson kicks and fires. That one just missed off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good pitch there by Robertson. Like you said, it just missed off the plate a little outside. So the count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike on the Bulldogs shortstop.
The one pitch is hit in the air deep to left field and foul.
These 2 teams are scheduled, Andrew, to meet each other later this week, but you did say before the broadcast that there's a chance that they will move that game from Friday to Thursday due to impending weather forecasts.
Haven't heard an official word on that. Coach Johnson said he would let us know as soon as word is officially made.
And as soon as we know, you'll know.
That's right. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Outs popped up and foul out of play. Count will stay at 1-2.
If X were able to reach Cole Dingler, is in the on-deck circle for the Dog.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air toward second base. Shortstop will actually make the catch. It'll be Kaleon Thompson to make the catch, and the Dogs go quietly in the top of the first inning. We head now to the bottom half. Cedartown 0 and Rockmart coming up after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Cole Cochran will get the start for the Dogs this afternoon as Cedartown looks to pick up a win on the road here at Rockmart. Cochran's last start would come against the Bremen Blue Devils back this weekend at Brunswick, Georgia. Cole looked good, went 3 innings if memory serves me correctly before had some relief come in for the young man, but he is up there getting ready to complete his warm-up pitches now, and it'll be the top of the order for Rockmart. Bottom of the first inning, Tucker Woody, Tucker Woody, Neelan Haltsey, and then Hunter Atkins, the DH catcher and first base. Andrew, you know, that's something that you don't see a lot of. And, of course, I know with the evolution of the DH, we're going to see more and more interesting things as that continue to kind of modernizes the game, I guess. But to see a DH leading off.
Leading off for the Jackets.
But we will see what Woody's able to do. He comes to the plate
15,
to start things off here in the home
Woody.
half of the first for the Rockmart Yellow Jackets.
We'll see how Cole does after his first start since the beach, and he blows a fastball by him, strike one. Nothing in one the count.
Good pitch there by Cochran. Dakota Matthews behind the plate for the Dogs doing the catching duties today.
Here's the 0-1. Lined up the middle, right back where it came from, base hit.
Defensively, Cedartown lines up kind of like you would expect, Andrew. In the outfield, it's Roper, Ware, and Formby from left to right. And then from third to first, it's Ace Allen, X-Holiday.
Now back
Caleb
number
Formby
9,
and Cole Dingler.
Nealon Halsey.
They'll bring up Nealon Halsey. The Yellow Jackets backstop. He'll come to the plate with a runner at first and nobody out. Cedartown looking to end Rockmart's 2-game win streak. The Jackets dropped their first 3 games of the season and have won back-to-back games leading into this contest with Cedartown.
Squares to bunt, it goes all the way back to the backstop. I think it's a foul ball, and it is. Strike one.
Rockmart was able to defeat Sonoraville, you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, by a final of 12-2. But we were talking with Jonathan Blackman before we went on the air, and he was reminding us that Sonoraville lost several good players off of that team last year that competed for a region championship with Cedartown.
The 0-1. Strike called. Runner goes to second base. He'll be there safely. And the count is 0-2.
That was an epic 3-game series where Cedartown would lose the first one on the road to the Phoenix and then would come home and win the first game of the home doubleheader, a walk-off that won us the region championship, and then we would come from behind to win the second game just for good measure.
It's the 0-2. It's outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But do not ask me what I ate for lunch, because I would not be able to tell you. But for some reason, I can remember that. Cole Cochran ahead in the count here against the Yellow Jackets backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Runner at second, nobody out.
The 1-2. Sky deep to left field, way back to the wall. That ball is drifting back. It's going to be at the base of the wall. Runner has the green light. He's going to come around and score. It's an RBI double, and Rockmart's on top, 1-0.
Once it got down, it kind of rolled around at the bottom of the fence. Jack Roper, the left fielder out there for the Dogs, had trouble picking it up and getting it in, but the run I was going to score easily anyways. That was a well-hit ball out
now
there
batting for
to
the
left
Jackets,
center field.
your first baseman,
So that's going to bring up the first baseman, Hunter Atkins. He'll come to the plate with 1 run already in, nobody out, and the runner standing at second base in Nealon Halsey. First pitch on the way. He shows bunt, and that one goes foul. So that'll be a call, strike one. Cochran back ahead in the count. One thing that we have talked about and we continue to try to press upon that's very important for this Dogs defense is to retire that leadoff runner. Well, you see Cedartown was not able to, and that leadoff runner would then come around to score. And now Rockmart is in business with the runner at second base. 1 run already aboard and nobody out. 0-1 the count on Atkins. Pitch on the way from Cochran, and that one is low. Ball 1. The count now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cochran will look in and get the sign from Matthews. Now we're ready to go. And the pitch is on the way. That one's hit to the right side. It'll be Cole Dingler off of his glove. He's going to have to hustle, and he will not make it to the bag in time. And that is going to put runners at the corners for Rockmart. We'll have to see how they score it. But it just came off of Cole's glove. He did not field it cleanly, and then he was going to have to hustle to first to get the out, and he's not there in time. So Rockmart
now batting for the Jackets,
already with runners,
number
with
10,
1 run across,
your
has
center
runners now at
fielder,
first and
Trey
third.
Luke.
And it's Trey Luke, the center fielder, coming up. The only good thing that does is with the runner at first, it puts a double play in order. We will see if Rockmart decides to send Atkins or if they'll hold him to try to play into Cedartown's hand here. We do have to remember the runner over at third, though.
Pitch on the way is a fly ball hit to left field, and it's going to drop just foul inside the chalk. Nothing in 1.
That one died like a duck that got hit with a 12 gauge. It just blooped. Thankfully, it was foul, because had it not been foul, Andrew, that would have easily scored the runner from third, and you would probably have had runners at second and third.
Yep. No balls and 1 strike. Dogs yet to record an out. The 0-1 is low. Runner goes for second, and he will make it without a throw. 1 ball, 1 strike. We do apologize for our camera behind the plate freezing up and trying to run down that issue. The 1-1. That's hit foul toward the Cedartown dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. And the pitch. Good stop there by Matthews on the pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I say it's in the dirt. They actually have a turf plate. The entire circle around the plate is dirt-colored turf, so there is no dirt there. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to Luke. And the pitch is high and tight. And 2 strikes the count. The payoff. Hit in the air towards shallow right field. Catch is made. Runner tags, will not try. The throw comes in. It was a strike to home plate. And that is the first out. Runners stay put at second and third. Connection issues here. It's kind of a communications black hole over here at Rockmart. 1-0 the count. Upstairs. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. If you just missed it, we lost our connection for a moment. Rockmart just scored on a wild pitch, and the score is now 2-0. Only 1 out. The 2-0 pitch is fouled away. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. A chopper hit towards second base. Run will score. Throw goes to first in time, and it's a 3-0 lead for Rockmart. 2 gone in the inning. And Thompson gets the RBI as Atkins
now
comes home to score.
Third baseman, number 21, Gage Campbell.
That'll bring up Gage Campbell. Campbell will be the batter now with 2 outs and nobody on base. Cochran set and delivers. Taken low and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Rockmart 3, Cedartown nothing. The pitch. Strike called.
Andrew, just as I know we said it right at the top of the broadcast, but just as another PSA, folks in the listening area, please avoid the West Avenue area in the area of Jockey. Please avoid that area.
1-1 pitch is a ground ball hit towards shortstop, ex-Holiday Fields. He's got plenty of time. He'll throw to first base in time to retire the side. But Rockmart strikes for 3 runs in the inning, 3 runs on 2 hits, and nobody left. We head now to the second inning. Rockmart 3, Cedartown nothing. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Big Double A.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think better, then get it. It's the calls where they act.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now
proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle yourself, Peach State Town, 27th Mart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
And we will go to the top of the second inning. The Bulldogs trailing the Rockmart Yellow Jackets 3-0 here from the Rock. Cedartown already down 3 runs, but the offense has been much better. Dingler, O'Neill, and Formby, the heart of the order, Andrew, and this was part of the order that was very productive in those 2 Saturday games. We'll see what happens here as Dingler starts things off with one that's called a little bit high, ball 1.
Robertson was pretty much shut down in the first inning.
But he was lights out.
He sure was. 1-0 pitch. Called strike right down the middle, 1-1. Dogs got to figure something out with the bats. They've been stymied past several games. 1-1 the count. Pitch from Robertson. Bounced up there, ball 2. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch. Foul tipped. And the count now 2-2. Robertson is ready, and the delivery. It's a called strike 3. And that is out number 1, and Dingler goes to the dugout dumbfounded. That'll bring up.
Now batting your designated hitter, number 10, Jay.
I'll bring up Jay O'Neill. Many of you know that Sam Branch is also a city commissioner, and he's having to deal with a pretty big emergency right now with the fire at the old jockey building, which is also causing some other infrastructure problems. Pitch to him. Jay takes inside, ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. We do apologize again for the problems on the internet end of things. It's unavoidable here where we are. It's kind of there's not much going on. Liner over first or second base. It's into the outfield for a base hit. And the Dogs have their first base runner. And Jay O'Neill will be the man. He's over at first base.
And, you know, sometimes, Andrew, that's all it takes is just one little spark from somebody to kind of get the offense going.
Samuel Formby.
That'll bring up the right fielder, number 6, Samuel Formby. He'll come to the plate with a runner at first base and 1 out. O'Neill, not a super fast runner over at first base.
Maybe not the fastest, but definitely a smart runner.
Yes.
A smart baseball player.
He has a very high baseball IQ.
There's a ball hit deep to center field, way back to the wall. That ball is drifting. It's going to get all the way down the wall. Jay O'Neill's rounding second, heading to the third. Ball is still at the wall. He's got the green light. Jay turns from third. He heads toward the plate. The throw comes in there. It's going to be not in time. The Dogs have a run on the board, an RBI double for Cedartown.
Samuel Formby came through with a big base hit for the Dogs, and I tell you, Andrew, with this wind blowing, it's blowing from home, basically almost to kind of left center. So anything, it's going to carry a little bit. We saw that back in the bottom of the first with the big hit from Rockmart, and you see it here with the base hit from Samuel Formby, an RBI double, and the Dogs are on the board 3-1.
Yeah, Jay O'Neill coming all the way around from first to score on that one. That was.
I didn't think he was the quickest runner. He wanted to prove me.
He proved you wrong.
Maybe I should say that Caleb Formby can't hit the ball. Maybe he can prove us wrong too, but he comes to the plate with his twin brother out at second base and 1 out.
Robertson delivers to Formby, and it's a bit low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Samuel leads away from the bag at second. Robertson from the stretch. And the pitch on the way to Caleb Formby is taken high and tight. 2 balls and no strikes.
Formby just needs to settle in right here and be patient at the plate. He's ahead in the count 2-0. Be a smart hitter here.
The 2-0 pitch taken high. 3 straight have missed the zone. 3-0 now the count.
Robertson was getting that high strike call earlier, but that one was just too high out of the zone. Falls behind 3-0. Formby with the hitter's count. He settles in and he's ready to go. Showing bunt here.
He is.
Now he
pulls it back and puts it back, and just call strike one. 3-1 the count. So the count, 3 balls and a strike. It's a hitter's count now. The Dogs are on the board after the RBI double by Samuel Formby. Check of the runner. 3-1 pitch. He hit in the air to right field, pretty deep. And it's going to be caught on the track, and he won't be able to tag and score as that ball was thrown back into the infield pretty quickly. 2 gone.
I tell you, Andrew, that might
Now
have been
batting
ball
number
4.
23.
It was definitely
Yeah.
higher in the strike call. You can't blame Formby for going after that
No,
one.
you can't. I agree with that.
But it does not move the runner over, so Samuel Formby will still stand at second base, and it'll bring Dakota Matthews to the plate with the runner on and 2 outs. But the Dogs, with 1 aboard, we need to bring this base runner home. That's something we did not do a good job of down in Brunswick.
That's fouled straight back to the screen. Strike 1. We certainly hope there are no injuries in the fire over on West Avenue. We'll have full details on that on our local news tomorrow. Here's the 0-1, breaking ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
That one a little high and tight on the Bulldogs backstop. Evens up the count.
In the meantime, you can check polktoday.com. I'm sure Kevin Myrick has full coverage of that. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs.
And also, again, just continue to try to avoid that area if at all possible.
Robertson set. 1-1 delivery. The breaking ball and a called strike 2.
That was a good pitch there by Robertson. Matthews couldn't do much with it, so now he's got to shorten up his swing and protect here. Down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 out, runner on at second. The Dogs with 1 run aboard already. It's 3-1. Cedartown trails by 2.
And the pitch is a chopper hit toward third. That'll be in fair territory. The throw goes to first in time, and the inning is over. Cedartown gets a run, an RBI double by Samuel Formby, who's left stranded at second base. We head now to the bottom half of the second. It's Rockmart 3 and Cedartown 1. Back after 60 seconds.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
3-1 the score as we go to the bottom of the second inning. The Dogs able to get a run back, but we left a runner aboard.